Welcome to another episode of KGN Kosher. Today we're discussing the old-fashioned cocktail, and we'll be making it, don't worry, and possibly another drink. We'll see. The old-fashioned cocktail originates in the 1800s. Spirits, sugar, bitters, and water. By spirits, generally now you're going to find your old-fashions made with bourbon, although back in the 1800s, it could be often made with a London dry gin, a rye, or even a cognac. Some people now will make it with a tequila or a rum. I don't mind. Rum old fashions are pretty good. A gin old fashioned is very interesting, and I would recommend, based off Jerry Thomas's recommendation, using the Fee Brothers bitters for that one. The regular in-store bitters play off it a little weird. But back to the history of the cocktail, the old fashioned started getting a lot of flair from different bartenders. They would add a lot of orange, curacao, orange liqueurs, then a lot of other stuff to it. And people would often want the cocktail the old-fashioned way and really just have the old, dumbed-down version of simply sugar, bitters, and spirit. And that's where the term the old-fashioned cocktail came from. If you see someone putting in a lot of fruits and muddling and shaking, it's not a proper old-fashioned. Oftentimes it's something called a Wisconsin old-fashioned. I don't know where that originated from, but it's not the same cocktail by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm going to get right into it. Generally, the easiest way to do it is to use a simple syrup. Do about a heavy bar spoon, which would be about somewhere between half a teaspoon and a full teaspoon, or half to 3/4 of a quarter of an ounce. You can do a quarter of an ounce if you like it sweeter. I don't like it that sweet. I do want to try something new myself, which oftentimes people do, is where you take a sugar cube, you add some bitters. I'm actually going to add a nice amount of bitters to my glass. I'm going to muddle it, and then I'm going to light it on fire. Get a little toasted flavor. I haven't done this before, but I've had many old fashions, so I decided if I'm going to try something new, might as well do it on camera. And you want a lot more bitters in this because that's what's going to kind of flare up on fire and give a nice toasted flavor. I'm just gonna roll this sugar and bitters around the glass a little bit. All right, rolled my sugar and bitters. I'm gonna take my torch and just light it up. Now it's on fire. Now I have a nice toasted, kind of caramelized sugar and bitter smell in there. I'm gonna add a splash more of simple syrup because I like it a drop sweeter than just one sugar cube. That won't be fully melted. So just a splash. More. I'm going to do my 2 ounces of whiskey. I'm going to spill a little bit, don't tell anyone. Just using the pours. Oftentimes you'll see people building it in a stirring glass. I don't think that's wildly necessary. If you're using a larger ice cube, just stir it for a little bit longer to make sure that it's cold enough and has enough dilution. And after simple enough, just stir it in. Get all the flavors mixed, the bitters, the sugar, and of course to help dilute the cocktail, because otherwise it's just going to taste like strong whiskey with added flavors.
6 hours later.
All right, you're going to want to stir that until you get the outside of the glass nice and cold, and it looks like it's been stirred down until dilution. And of course, the all-important garnish, an orange peel. You want to take that and just express the oils from the orange peel into the glass, wipe it around the rim so those flavors are really there, and drink. That's nice. It's actually less sweet than I'm used to, which is fine. Honestly, kind of just prefer it classically. A little simple syrup, a little bitters. Not sure how much I'm getting from the playing on fire. Maybe I just didn't do it so right. But either way, still a great old fashioned. Really classic. As you see, I'm using the Knob Creek 9 year. I like something that's at least 100 proof. This is a go-to for me, but you can use any bourbon of your choice. I've done some really nice bourbons. You just want something that you're going to drink neat as well. Something with a little bit of body to it so it stands up in the drink. As I was saying, though, many different variations, many different changes have happened to this cocktail over time. I've tried rum old fashions, tequila old fashions, gin old fashions, which can be quite nice if done right. And for each of those, you're going to want to do a different garnish for one, and you want to make sure it's something that you like. For rye and gin, I will do a lemon peel versus an orange peel. And I'm actually going to show you one of my favorite riffs on the old fashioned right now. This is what's referred to as the improved whiskey cocktail, and I find it to just be an amazing drink. It has got a ton of flavor, a ton of interesting stuff in there. So, to start, we're going to do a couple dashes or drops of absinthe. I'm to like a lot in there. If you're interested in finding kosher absinthe, you can leave a comment or send a message, and I can help you out with that. We're going to do 2 to 3 dashes of bitters. When you're using this kind of bottle, it's about half the amount that would be from the classic Angostura bottle, so you just kind of double that. You do 1/4 of an ounce Luxardo maraschino liqueur. Another amazing tasting liqueur. So interesting, adds a ton of flavor to anything you put it in. 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. If you like a little less sweet, go a little bit lighter. And 2 ounces of our rye. I'm going with the classic cocktail rye, Rittenhouse rye. It is just great, classic, spicy, tasty, not too expensive, but stands up in any drink that you put it in. There. Previous, we put our ice cube in, stir it down. Ice cube. That one, this is a smaller glass, looks much more full. Stirred till that is nice and cold on the outside, and express our lemon peel right on top. You want all those oils on top, adds a huge amount of flavor to the cocktail. And that is so good every single time. There's so much depth of flavor, the spicy rye, maraschino, just a little bit of absinthe and bitters coming in to add like an undertone and under flavor. And it's the evolution, it just keeps going. It's not overly sweet, but it does have some sweetness, which I like. This is just one of my absolute favorites. It takes a little more effort than the old fashioned. As you can see, both of these really, really easy to make in a glass. Just a couple of moments. Even if you don't have the simple syrup on hand, you can use the sugar cube. Just peel an orange and a lemon. Always have one in your fridge. It's easy enough. And you get 2 fantastic cocktails. And again, you can play with these as you like. Will they be considered an old-fashioned if you do that? Perhaps not. But fantastic drinks all the same. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time.